This is the brick piece. Well, actually, this is just a regular brick, but in Generation 2, they introduced this item and never gave it an actual sprite. The brick piece can be obtained via trading a Machop from a Generation 1 Pokemon game into a Generation 2 game, as when you do that, some Pokemon are just given a held item. The brick piece has no real functionality outside of being sold. In Gold and Silver, it has the description of a rare chunk of brick. Then in Crystal, the word brick is replaced with tile. So this is just another rare item you can sell like the pearl or the nugget, right? Well, not exactly, because even though it's described as being rare, it only sells for 25 Pokédollars and never appeared in another main series game since Crystal. Other Generation 1 Pokemon will hold items when transferred over into Generation 2, with most of them just having a berry. Venomoth will hold an item called the Gold Leaf, which has no use but sells for 1,000 Pokédollars, which isn't nearly as bad as the brick piece. Rapidash will hold the Silver Leaf, which sells for only 500, and you can even get some TMs randomly, like TM43 Detect, by transferring over either of the Nidorans, but my favorite has to be the brick piece. This is all pretty useless, especially in case of the brick piece, but it only scratches the surface when it comes to the amount of useless facts there are in Pokemon. Like, look at Hilbert for example, the main protagonist from Pokemon Black and White. Did you know that his hat viewed from above looks like a Pokeball? This information is rather useless, not sure what you're gonna do with this, but if you didn't know it before, now you do. Now when it comes to the mainline Pokemon games, the protagonists aren't the only ones that have useless facts, as there's some random NPCs that have some too. Like in Pokemon X and Y, you ever noticed how the schoolboy and schoolgirl NPCs are just younger versions of the scientists? Or how the two veteran trainers are just older versions of the Pokemon Ranger classes? I'm not sure if they're related or if this is some sort of time travel shenanigans or if it's just a coincidence, but they still do seem very similar. Did you know that the fire-type gym leader Kabu from Sword and Shield is originally from Hoenn? I didn't know that until recently, and it might be one of the more well-known facts in this video, but I just found out and thought it was neat. Another thing that's cool in Pokemon is Melton. It kind of just appeared out of nowhere a few years ago, was dropped in Pokemon Go, then made its way to the core series games later on. But did you know that when Melton evolves into Melmetal in the main series games, it's supposed to have the move Thunder Punch when evolving? The problem with this is impossible to do, since in the main series games you can't evolve Melton into Melmetal. It can only do that in Pokemon Go, so it just can't learn Thunder Punch that way. Take a look at this. This is Bulbasaur C, shaped like Bulbasaur, hence the name, Bulbasaur C. It appears in Pokemon Rumble Rush, an entry in the Pokemon Rumble series for mobile devices. There is a chance you might not even known this game existed, as by the time it released worldwide it was July 2019, and then in July of 2020 the game was shut down, so you can't even play it anymore and can't visit the Bulbasaur C. EV training is a common practice in Pokemon that I'm not going to get too in-depth with in this video, but to give a brief explanation in case you don't know how it works, basically, knocking out a certain Pokemon will give an extra stat boost in different stats upon leveling up. Typically, the EVs a Pokemon give will be among one of their best stats, like Magikarp giving a speed EVs for example. For some reason though, Yanmega yields 2 attack EVs when knocked out, despite its attack stat being one of its lowest stats. Now you probably won't encounter too many Yanmegas, if any, if you were EV training in a modern Pokemon game, but it is weird how it gives EVs in a stat that's useless for itself. In the Super Smash Bros. Games, one of the items that can be used is a Pokeball. It sends out a random Pokemon that helps you fight, but originally in the first Smash game on the N64, Mewtwo was originally planned to appear as a Pokeball Pokemon too before being cut. Then Mewtwo was added in the next game, Super Smash Bros. Melee, as an actual fighter. Cramorant is an interesting Pokemon with its Gulping form and its Gorging form. It's eating an Arrokuda and a Pikachu respectively in each form. However, neither of the Pokemon it has in its mouth can ever be shiny, and the Pikachu is always a male Pikachu, which can be seen by the shape of its tail. Every TM is assigned a number, and sometimes that number changes in different generations, like Thunderwave being TM45 in Generation 1, but then TM73 in Generation 7. There are some consequences though to changing the numbers of TMs between generations, as the only reason why Pokemon like Beheeyem and Levani can learn Steel Wing is because of these changes. Despite both of these Pokemon not having any wings, they can learn Steel Wing. This is because TM51 was Ally Switch, a move that makes a lot of sense for both of these Pokemon to learn, as many Pokemon can learn those moves. But then it was changed to Steel Wing and they just forgot to make the internal changes to reflect that and just left it. So now your Behem can just go for Steel Wing. In Pokemon Red and Blue, you can find a junior trainer on Route 9. In Pokemon Yellow version, it's now a youngster instead. Also in Pokemon Red and Blue, the only places you can fly to are towns with a Pokemon Center. With newer Pokemon games, they added new fly locations at certain routes or specific areas of interest. However, there are locations you can still view on your map in Pokemon Red and Blue that you can't fly to. For example, if you view your town map, you can see each town, route, and some places of interest like Mount Moon or the Sea Cottage. The Cerulean Cave just doesn't appear in any of these places though, unless you access the map in Cerulean Cave like I just did, to show Cerulean Cave on the map, and yeah, just ignore the fact that my character's spinning. We can address that another time. Just about every region has some sort of signature bug like Wurmple in Hoenn or Blipbug in Galar. They typically appear very early on and relate to the region somehow, but despite this, out of every regional foreign Pokemon we've had so far, there has never been a regional variant that was a bug type, at least as of yet. Everyone knows of the youngsters in various games who say something along the lines of shorts are comfy and easy to wear, but in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 north of Humalai City, there's an NPC who says this dress is comfy and easy to wear, which is a funny juxtaposition. The title screen for the English versions of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee say press the A button. The Japanese title screen says push A button. I don't know if they mean the A button or just push any button, and the text is all caps in Japanese as well. The GTS was first introduced in Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl, and it has been a great addition to Pokemon ever since. In Pokemon Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver, there was even an email system associated to the GTS that can notify you via the Wii messaging app when someone would have accepted your trade on the GTS. In Japan though, you could even take this a step further and have it send you an actual email or even a text message notifying you when your trade went through. This seems a bit over the top for the GTS and a bit ahead of its time even, but considering the Wii in Japan basically had its own food delivery app years before that became very popular in mobile devices, it shouldn't be too surprising. That food delivery service, by the way, ran all the way until 2017, and I wonder how many people were using their Nintendo Wii to order pizza in the year 2017. I'm sure most of you watching this video get your Pokemon news through Twitter, Pokemon fan sites, or from YouTube videos, but did you know that there used to be an official Pokemon news machine in Japan that was a subscription-based service costing 100 yen a month or about 1 USD? This was through the mobile system GB for Pokemon Crystal, which is basically a device that allows you to go online in Pokemon Crystal, and was updated monthly with some extras like quizzes and mini-games, and just knowing this was possible on the Game Boy through Pokemon Crystal in the year 2001 is amazing. It was shut down in 2002, and unfortunately I can't find any screenshots of it, or much information at all outside of this one Bulbapedia article. But that mobile system GB for Pokemon Crystal even had its own GTS-like system on it, which is incredible. So yeah, those were some weird and useless Pokemon facts. If you enjoyed it, consider leaving a like, subscribing, check out my other videos like this since I have a ton of fact videos, and yeah, thanks for watching, bye bye.